The bookies are casting a wide net on who could take over the highly sought-after James Bond role. However, there are a few names that keep topping the list, and Rege-Jean Page is one of them. Rege-Jean Page, Henry Cavill and Aiden Turner have been battling it out for number one for months now, but a clear favorite is remaining in the lead. Kaluuya, the Get Out and Judas and the Black Messiah star, was also a frontrunner for a long time, but the latest odds have slashed in chances in half. However, traditionally the 007 role has always gone to an actor people least expect, so there could be a wildcard at place in the mix. For now, the latest odds reveal a clear favorite, despite calls for certain other stars to get into the tux. Who will be the next James Bond? The race for James Bond has never been more bitter, as insiders predict an announcement could come later this year. Every big British name in Hollywood is being touted for the part, but ultimately only one will bet it. The latest odds come from Ladbrokes, once again showing T-race is far from over. Rege-Jean Page 5/2 Henry Cavill 3/1 Aiden Turner 8/1 James Norton 10/1 Michael Fassbender 10/1 Tom Hardy 10/1 Cillian Murphy 12/1 Idris Elba 12/1 Richard Madden 12/1 Daniel Kaluuya 20/1. Alex Apati of Ladbrokes said, Rege-Jean Page and Henry Cavill are pulling further away in the Bond betting as things stand, but punters have also been interested in Daniel Kaluuya in recent weeks. In fact, aside from the front two in the betting, H has actually proven to be one of the most popular picks this month, forcing us to slash odds from 33/1 to just 20/1 as a result. What has Rege-Jean Page said about James Bond? Reg's stardom skyrockets when he appeared as the dashing Duke of Hastings in Netflix's steamy period drama, Bridgerton. He has been a favorite to take over Bond ever since, and in 2021 he finally revealed his thoughts exclusively to the Mirror. He said, the B word. I think if you are British and do anything of note, that other people take notice of, then people will start talking about that. That's fairly normal, and I'm flattered to be in the category of Brits that people have noticed. The concept of having plans in this moment in history is mildly hilarious. I've given up making them. What has Henry Cavill said about James Bond? Cavill, the self-confessed geek, continues to prove a popular choice for Bond. He hasn't shied away from showing his interest in it either. The next James Bond actor remains unconfirmed, but it hasn't stopped people asking Cavill about it. The Witcher and Superman star sat down with GQ in 2020 and said, if Barbara, Bond producer Barbara Broccoli, and Mike, co-producer Michael G. Wilson, were interested in that, I would absolutely jump at the opportunity. At this stage, it's all up in the air. We'll see what happens. But yes, I would love to play Bond, it would be very, very exciting. He later sat down with the Sunday Times and echoed his previous thoughts, adding, everything is always on the table. He said, I enjoy the large IP, intellectual property. I enjoy a grand story. Especially when it's popular. Time will tell, you don't know which direction they want to take Bond in, and so I like to say that everything's always on the table. Read more The Queen's personal request for Ant and Dec, and Weird Prince Charles discovery. Read more John Thompson jokes H is too northern to play 007 as he aims for another James Bond role.